Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Blessed Nas. Thank you. Today I'm going to show you how you can cook mandazi, crunchy yummy mandazi at home. I'm going to show you the ingredients. As you can see, there is a glass of sugar. Then we have our 2 kg packet of Elliot's self-raising flour. Then you have 2 packets of milk, that is approximately 1 liter, but we will only need 750 ml. Then we have our blue band, or the fat that you're going to use. Then we have our cooking oil, that is 5 liters, but we are not going to use all of it. We're just going to use some of it, so it's better to be safe. That's generally our ingredients, and I'm going to check you through. Please subscribe, please share, and remember to support me. Okay, so we are going to start with the mixing of the flour. You will need a container to mix the flour. I have my metallic container here. I'm going to pour in the flour, then I'm going to pour in the sugar, then the blue band, then I'm going to mix it as I'm going to show you. Just remember to leave some small part of the flour so that you will use it for rolling later. As you can see, I've left some. Don't use all of it because you'll need some to roll with. Then you are going to take your sugar, you're going to pour it over the flour, spread it evenly so that it can be easy to mix it. Then you're going to take our blue band. The blue band is there. We're going to use a spoon. You will need 3 spoonfuls of blue band, or even if it's prestige or the fat that you're going to use. This is just to make it spicy and tasty. So we are going to need 3 scoops of spoonful blue band. As you can see, make sure it's full to the brim. So that's one. I'm using my hand, so pardon me for not having good shot on that. My left hand is holding the camera. So just make sure you take 3 spoonfuls of blue band. You may add a little, it always adds to the spice. So we are going to mix the blue band, the sugar, and the flour, so that they can be one component. Just use your hand, just try to pinch the blue band into small pieces, and make sure the sugar and the blue band and the flour are mixed well. Continue doing that. Just as you can see, keep mixing it up and down, inside out, upside down, all over. Make sure that it mixes well. It is vital that every part of this flour is mixed with the 2 ingredients, that is the blue band and the sugar, because you don't know which part is going to form what part of the mandazi. So you want all your mandazi to taste the same. You don't want mandazi to taste very nice and the other one to taste like less nice. You want them to be all crunchy. You want all of them to be yummy. So make sure you mix it well. Mix it with your hand and continue feeling it. You can just feel as they mix. You can feel the sugar with your hand. You can feel the blue band mixing in. Make sure you break the lumps. Don't leave any lumps inside. Continue mixing until you feel and you see that the mixture has mixed well. Keep doing it like for 5 seconds, for 5 minutes. That is not 5 seconds, 5 minutes. Keep doing it, keep feeling it, turning upside down, the top up. Then you will see that it will be okay. Then after that, take your milk. It's not a must that it's Bismount Kenya, that's the one I'm using. You can use any milk so long as it's 500 ml. Then you will need another 250 or so, depending on the amount of flour you left. So just cut the tip, then pour the milk over the mixture that you have been mixing. Make sure that you spread it all over. The first packet you can just pour all of it because you will need more, so you don't have to be careful with the first one. Just pour all of the milk into the mixture that you have created, so that we can start the kneading process. The kneading process is one of the tiresome part of this one, but I think it's not that tiresome for those who have made mandazis before. If you have not done it before, it's just something that you will do for some minutes. You just feel it. So spread the milk into the mixture, or the flour mixture that is. Then just try to mix it. Just try to blend it in. Just try to make it one good fine unit of this. For now, just keep mixing it with your hand, turn it, knead it. Make sure that you keep feeling the texture. It will tell you when to add the flour or when to add the milk. So you just have to feel it with your hand. Remember, it's not supposed to be very hard. It's not supposed to be too soft, because it needs to be just the right feeling, the right texture, the right amount. But with your hand and with your feeling of the mixture with your hand, you can just sense it. If you need more milk, because we need 250 more ml, just use the remainder of the 250 ml. I have reduced mine, as you can see, into the cup just in case I need some. So you'll need approximately 250 ml, so that it becomes 750 ml, around there, so that it can be a perfect mixture. Keep kneading, just keep kneading it, keep turning it, keep pushing and applying pressure, keep turning it left, right, upside down, the way you know, inside out. Just turn it so that every inch of this kneaded mixture can feel the presence of sugar, the presence of blue band, so that they can all taste nice, yummy and crunchy. Keep kneading it and keep feeling it. As you can see, my knead is coming around, my mixture is coming around. You can feel it's not too floury, it's not too wet, it's not too sticky. You keep doing it until you feel it's just the right size of softness, the right size of hardness, and it's the right size of everything. And the best part of it, and the most important part of it, is just to make sure that it's not sticking. So as you can see, my mixture is now well kneaded, it's not sticking. As you can see, my hand is very clean, it's in just the right size. Just punch it together, because we will need to cover it. We need to cover it and leave it be for around 20 to 25 minutes, so that the self-rising can work its wonders. So I'm just going to use a sufuria because it works well for me. You can use anything so long as it's airtight. Just cover it, then leave it for 20 to 25 minutes. Then you are ready to cook. But before that, you'll need a surface that you will use to roll the chapati. So you'll need to clean the surface, make sure it is hygienically, it's on point, it's good, clean and very hygienic. So I'm just cleaning my surface. As you can see, I want to be clean. I'm a clean person, and you should be too, because cleanness is next to godliness. So we are going next to the part whereby we are going to put our cooking oil on the sufuria. Then we put it on our source of fire, which is a gas. I'm going to use a gas, so I'm just going to pour in the cooking oil. Just make sure it's just right amount. Don't put too much. You just need the amount that when you put in the piece of mandazi, it can be covered by the oil. So just measure it, approximate with your eyes, and you can know when it's enough. So I'm going to put the gas on, so that it keeps on boiling while I keep on rolling the mandazis into shape and cutting them into shape, so that I do it concurrently, so that I save time, and I also do it within the required limit of time, because time is money. Guys, keep sharing, like, subscribe and support us. So I'm going now to my table, whereby I want to position my camera well, so that I can show you the procedure of like rolling it into the specified amount of the sizes you want. Okay, I just have to hold it because I cannot find a good position. Now remember to sprinkle the flour all over the place that you're going, all over the surface that you're going to use for rolling, because if you don't do that, it will stick. So just put some flour on it. Then I recommend that you open the sufuria that you have covered the knead with, then cut it into two pieces. The first one should be bigger, at least because there'll be some remainder that will come from this mixture back there. So make sure that the other one is bigger. So make sure that the roller that you're going to use is well spread with flour, so that it cannot stick too. So I'm going to roll it into a big chapati like shape. Then I must make sure that the thickness is on point. Don't make it too thin and don't make it too thick, because if you make it too thin, it will not be wow. But if you make it too thick, then it will be hard for it to cooking size. So just make sure it's the right size. You can make sure it's the size just of the finger, the size of the index finger, the like the width of the index finger. You can use that as the guide. So I'm going to roll it into the chapati like shape. Then I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces. For me, I prefer circular, so I'm going to use a glass. This is the glass I'm going to use, just a standard glass. I'm going to use it. I'm going to press it over the chapati that I have made. As you can see, I'm just pressing it and turning it like in a circular motion. Then you see it leaves behind a well circular shape of a mandazi. The shape is for preference to your own. If you like circular like me, you can use a glass. If you like bigger circles, you can use a bigger glass. You can use a bigger cup. Or if you like triangular ones, you can use the shape. There are shapes even that are sold in the supermarket. If they are stars, there are also shapes that are heart shaped. So the shape is your own preference. And the cutting, you can use, you can cut the chapati like mixture from edge coming towards the center, or you can cut it from the round, or there has no specific formula, just the way you like it, the way you prefer best. Just do it. It's something that you do for yourself, and you have no limits. As I told you guys, this is homemade. I'm just using the basic things that you can find in the house. You don't need to go to a bakery and borrow things. These are things that you find in your house. These are things that you can just practice and do them. And I can assure you, these mandazis are good. They can stay up to 5 days without going bad. Yes, 5 days, I can promise you. 5 days, and it will be good. It will still be tasty. It will still be yummy and crunchy. So you have to taste these guys. Don't just watch it and just go away. This is something. It saves you money. Approximately the 2 kg flour makes around 60 mandazis. Imagine 60 mandazis. They are just enough for you to go through. So as you can see, I've just finished the process of cutting the mandazi circular shaped. Then I'm going to remove the other part which has not been formed into circular shape. I'm going to recycle it. I'm going to knead it back together with the remainder of the dough that I left there. So I'm going to knead it together. Then I'm going to roll it into other pieces. Point to note, remember to cover your mandazis. Remember to cover. If you have a paper, it's okay, you can put in that. If you don't have a paper, you can use a closed container. Put in them, just arrange them, spread some unga and cover it so that it does not dry out. See 60 mandazis and you have to cook like 6 times. It will be long, so by the time you finish, some of them will be dry. You see, I've already kneaded the remainder of the dough that was remaining. I'm just rolling it. Then I'm going to repeat the process of cutting it again. I'm going to cut them into the circular mandazis, the small round shaped mandazis, that I'm going to shape them so that I can put them into the sufuria and cook them. You can decide to first cut all the surfaces, cut all the mandazis, or you can do like you cut them and cook them at the same time. But that needs someone who is very quick and efficient. Yeah, women are the best. They can do 2 things and concurrently and work. Sometimes as men it's hard, but if you can do it, you can do both. But you can decide just to cut them all first, then you decide to cook them all first. It's your choice, it's your preference, no pressure. As you can see, I'm still continuing to cut them into the circular shape. Guys, remember to subscribe. Please support us. It takes time to put these things up. Sometimes we just need that one subscription to keep us going. It may be yours. Support people on YouTube, support people on TikTok. These guys need your support because you are their heartbeat. As you can see, I've just finished cutting the mandazis into shape. Now I'll continue with removing the remainder of the pieces that are not in circular shape until I finish. You keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the last mandazi, because that's the way to go and do about it. So as you can see, I have taken one small piece of the mandazi. This one I'm going to taste it with the temperature of the oil, so that I can know if it's okay. As you can see, those are our mandazis, very smart, very circularly shaped. And I'm now going to find a small surface where I can cut them with. I'm just using a small lid of the sufuria. I like it because down here it has a handle, so I can just turn it upside down, then I can arrange my mandazi there. My sufuria takes approximately 16 mandazis. It's good to know the capacity of the sufuria, because you don't want these mandazis to be on top of each other. You don't want these mandazis not to have enough space to cook well. So it's good to know the approximation of the surface you are cooking with. Mine is 16, so I'm just going to count 16 mandazis only, then I'm going to arrange them into the cooking oil so that they start cooking. There I go. I'm going to put them into the cooking oil so that we start cooking them. As you can see, that is a small piece that I put into the oil. It is the one that determines if the oil is ready, if the oil is hot, the temperature is right. When you put that small piece and it sinks, just know that your oil is not ready. But if you put it and you see it coming up, floating, you know that your oil is ready. So I'm just arranging them. You should arrange them, don't take too much time, because you want the first and the 16th mandazis to cook all and to be ready at the same time. So just try to make sure that you don't take too long. So I'm just going to arrange them. I put all of the 16 into the sufuria. Now the next thing, you have to make sure that each one is separately cooking. Don't let them be on top of each other. Just try to spread them all over the sufuria, spread them all over the cooking surface you are using, so that everyone has an adequate space. Every mandazi has an adequate space to cook, so that it does not come out of the cooking oil uncooked. So this, as you can see, I'm just spreading them, giving each space, so that each one cooks well. As you can see, that's how I do it. They are okay. Each one has good and ample space. So I will just let them to cook for approximately 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes. Then I'm going to turn so that the other side can also cook. So just make sure that you are there. Don't go too far, because the oil is already boiled to the right temperature. If you take too long, it may just burn up. So I'm just going to stay around, look at it. Then after some time, after that, the 2 to 3 minutes, I just turn them, just gently turning them, all of them. I just go systematically, making sure that I turn all of them, and you will see that it's not like it has already become golden brown, but you will see that it has started cooking. So you just make sure that you turn all of them. How do you know that you have turned all of them? Because they are 16. Okay, you can just tap on top of them. When you tap on top of them, you will feel that like the ones that have cooked, you will feel like they have some hardness, but the one that has not cooked, you just feel it's soft. So you make sure that you turn all of them. Then you keep repeating the process after 3 to 5 minutes, like that. Turn them so that they can cook on the other side. Just be around there with your spoon. Just turn them. Be careful not to sprinkle cooking oil on yourself or pour it. Be careful not to have kids around. This oil may just be catastrophic if you don't handle it well. So just make sure if you have kids in the house, they are not around there. I know they will be so enthusiastic to taste this, but it's better safety first. So keep turning them. Make sure they are well turned. As you can see, they have started to cook. They have not started turning golden brown yet, but they are, as you can see, they're starting to cook. You can see them even becoming bigger, becoming like crunchier. Just look from afar. You can see they are cooking well. Give them time. Just keep turning and repeating the process. Keep doing that so that it can cook on both sides, so that every mandazi can just have his ample time to cook. Keep doing that again and again, and you keep monitoring the change of color, the smell also. Sometimes the smell can give you the taste. If you hear a bad like burning smell, you know that the mandazi is burning out. So just be careful to notice the small details. So be attentive to detail because it's important. Give it time to cook. As you can see, they have started turning brown from afar. You can see the golden brown coming. It means they are cooking well. Leave them for some time and keep monitoring them. As you can see, they have started turning. They are turning golden brown. Oh, yummy. They are turning golden brown. You will want to taste them. They will turn golden brown slowly but surely. By the time they are cooked, I can assure you they'll be so well. As you can see, they have turned golden brown. They have turned golden brown. Just make sure that you turn all of them. Look at them. They are turning golden brown. Yes, just make sure that all of them have turned well. Just make sure that they are the right color, and when you are pleased with the color, you can remove them out. Some people prefer them a little bit just golden brown. Some people prefer them to be darker, to be browner. You can leave them for some time just to attain the color that you want, just to attain the right preference that you want. So I'm just going to turn them and to turn them and to turn them and to turn them so that they can attain the right color. As you can see, they have become golden brown. They are ready. I'm just leaving them to make sure that every one of the mandazis is cooked to the brim. Just have your spoon or the tool or the utensil you intend to remove the mandazis with near, because as you can see, our mandazis are ready. They are golden brown. They look wow. They look wonderful. Just confirming if the other side is okay, then I want to remove them in a minute or so. This one was not cooked on the other side. Just turn them. Just make sure that all of them are cooked well. All of them are cooked to the maximum. After you are satisfied, then you can just collect the utensil you intend to use to remove the mandazis from the oil. Just make sure it's long enough so that you don't get burned. Then just scoop them out. You can take half of the pieces depending on the size. Then just turn them so that the oil can just run back in the sufria. Don't remove it too much oil because it will be bad. Then just you can shake them. You can shake them a little bit just to remove the extra oil. Look at our mandazis. They look yummy. They look great. They are wonderful. Just put them there in another separate container and let them just cool down. Again, the remainder, just take them, shake them to remove the oil. Just shake them to remove the oil, and there you go. Our crunchy yummy mandazis are ready. They are ready. I can assure you, this is a recipe you want to try. These are ingredients you want to feel in the taste of your mouth. They are yummy. They are good mandazis. As you can see, very nice. You can just see them. Look at them. Golden brown, yummy, tasty mandazis. Please subscribe, share. Look at the mandazis. Nice. You can just feel the crunchiness just by looking at them. You want to taste these mandazis, just take your time. The day you are free, make sure you cook one. And I will just break it into them just in case you're wondering if they are well cooked inside. I'm just going to break one of them. Look at that. Crunchy like a cake, and inside it's cooked well. Like sometimes you cook mandazi and find they are not cooked well. This one is cooked well, and I can assure you they are crunchy as they come. So guys, that's how you do it. That's how our mandazis. If you like them a little bit darker, you can see I've left this one for a longer time in the cooking oil. They become darker, and that's the preference of some people. You can do that. You can just leave them for a longer time. Then when you see the color that you liked, it's okay, you can just remove them. Just be careful not to burn them out. So guys, that's how you do it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate. Those are your mandazis. You can see they are full of the container. I appreciate that you could find time to watch this video, share it. Please subscribe to support me, and thank you for being there for me. Thank you. May you enjoy this recipe. God bless you. Until next time. Bye.